talk about the works cited. Works cited for MLA is going to be at the end of your paper, and it's going to include the movies that you're going to be talking about and any sources that you might be using that also talk about the films. So in your upcoming paper, you'll be putting together a works cited, so I want to make sure that you know how to do it. So we're going to talk about it here. So here are all the works cited rules. So number one, you want to center the works cited and make sure both works and cited is capitalized. So like this. It should be Times New Roman 12-point font, just like the text itself. It should be double spaced with no space in between the citations. So you can see here, this is all double spaced, but it doesn't look like this. There's no space in between. So it's just double spaced, and I'll show you how to check that here in a minute. Also, it should have an hanging indent, which means that there is no indent on the first line, but all the other lines are indented. So I'll show you in a minute how to do that. Alphabetize the citations, so you can see here it's M and then S. So they should be alphabetized. Last name and first name for authors. So we have last name Mitchell, first name Elvis, and there's a comma in between and a period afterward. Article titles in quotes and main words capitalized. So you can see quotes here. Conjuring is capitalized up. Atmosphere only anime can deliver. There's a period inside the quotes here. And then you're going to have where it's coming from. So this is who put this out. So it's the New York Times, and that should be italicized. The dates are day, abbreviated month, and then the year. And then there's a comma, and you do want the URL in there for an article. So that's how that's going to work. For movies, you want the movie itself to be italicized, and then it should have a period. You want the directors, directed by Joaquim Dos Santos, Kemp Powers, and Justin K. Thompson. Performances by for animation will be the main voice actors for the film. So for this one, this is Miles and Gwen. And then it's Sony Pictures Animation, so this is the studio or the distributor, and then the year and a period. So this is how to do articles. This is how to do movies. And then to double check that you have all the spacing right, if you highlight it all and go up to format right up here and paragraph, you want to make sure that these are both 0, these are both 0. This should say hanging, and this should say double. As long as all of that is correct, and the alignment too should be left, then all of that should be good, except for the works cited should be centered. So that's why that changed that. But yeah, so that's basically what you want. That's what it should look like. So what you're going to do for homework is you are going to correct one that isn't right. It doesn't have, and you can use this as your guide to correct it. But I do want you to go into Microsoft Word or into Google Docs if that's what you're using. It is slightly different in Google Docs than in Microsoft Word, but you're going to go in and you're going to correct it. So here is the example. It's called Works Cited Rules LBCC. That is in our files. It's also on Canvas, and it's also in this week. So let me know if you have any questions, and thanks, you guys.